Second option, this is where it gets weird. I get goosebumps thinking about this. I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Playdate with the kids just won't be the same. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. And man, do we have some interesting news to report on today. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen this or if you're aware of it or whatever, but Kanye West has been in quite a bit of controversy in the past day or two, really the last week or so. And this all really started when he did some interviews and had some controversial comments that he made about certain people being in power positions, and they were taken into, people thought they were basically an I don't want to say the word anti-S word. You can guess where I'm going with that. I don't want this video to get limited or whatever they're going to do, but yeah, made some very questionable comments. Also made some very thought-provoking comments, and it's one of those situations where I feel like people like Alex Jones and like people that are controversial sometimes make statements, and people oftentimes like to look at one thing they said, and because they said one thing, they want to discredit literally everything they said. And I think sometimes you have to take everything into context before you make a decision on something. But with that, besides that, I want to go ahead and dive into some of the things he was tweeting here. So some pretty crazy stuff. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and look at is this text message that he posted up from his trainer. And for those of you who do not know, Kanye West has somewhat of a history of some mental health situations. I think he's been depressed at times and just had some episodes of mania possibly, but just basically had some issues in the past. Nothing against that at all. I'm just putting that out there. But he posted up some text messages yesterday from this individual who apparently was his personal trainer. And I want to go ahead and give you guys some background on Harley Pasternak. That is the guy's name. So this guy is a celebrity fitness and nutrition specialist, as we see here. It says Pasternak boasts the largest celebrity client roster in the industry and has worked with the likes of Ariana Grande, Charlie Puth, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Halle Berry, Katy Perry, Pusha T, Megan Fox. You can see, as we can just go down the list here of the A-list celebrities. But I want you guys to keep that in mind, because the tweet I'm going to read here, it's just strange, it's straight up bizarre, and it kind of makes you wonder what his real position is. So Kanye tweeted out, but actually before this, he tweeted out a photo of this guy, and he said, "I was told that if I expose the truth of bad business practices, everything is going to be taken from me, including my black children, and everyone has bore witness to the public Emmett Tilling of Ye. But God has put something on my heart not to back down." So then he posted, this is the guy, the trainer, Harley Pasternak. And then he posted up some text messages that apparently broke down this conversation between them and said, "This shows Harley admitting to knowing the truth of our origin, but then later dismissing the facts within the same text chain. Mind you, this is now how a celebrity trainer speaks to a far more influential black celebrity when we get quote-unquote out of line." So the first text message says, "Your origins might be Jewish." So he acknowledges what Kanye is saying. I think Kanye's been saying that he thinks that he's related to Jews in some form or fashion, or that he comes from kind of like the black Israelite, black Hebrew type of ideology. But then later he says, he calls it some crazy dumb stuff that a friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. But really, the more weird, bizarre part of this text message chain, and you guys can let me know what you think down in the comments below. Before I even read into this, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think this is about? Because this is just honestly creepy. That's all I'm going to say. It's just weird. It's creepy. But the text message says this: "I'm going to help you out in a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, free of cuss words, and everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that your dumb friend told you or you saw in a tweet. Second option," this is where it gets weird. I get goosebumps thinking about this. "I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Playdate with the kids just won't be the same." Ugh, like what in the world is that about? What in the world is that about? I mean, this guy is talking to Kanye like he's like some sort of lord over him, like he has control over his life in some ways. And it comes off as just a very creepy thing. It's like, who are you to be saying this to somebody? Like you control their life. And it kind of makes you wonder. Like, I mean, like I said, Kanye has made some questionable comments. He said some things, but why are these people saying these things, right? And in my opinion, I don't have any, I'm not going to make any wild statements, but what I'm going to say is this. I think that a lot of these celebrities like Kanye West, I think if they get in the industry and there's a certain narrative that this industry likes to push. There's a certain slant to what they like to say. And Kanye several times has come out against this narrative, and whether it's him siding with the former president, wearing the red hat, him coming out, releasing his music about Jesus and talking about controversial subjects, taking sides with Candace Owens, taking an opposing view in the whole BLM situation. Really, all these things that he's done, he's definitely come out against the narrative. And when I say narrative, I'm generally speaking about this Hollywood narrative of sorts, where really only one side of the conversation is pushed on the American people. And I think what could be happening here is that this person, Harley Pasternak, he has a very, very large client list here, some very notable names. I think he could have a little bit more of a some sort of influence over these people. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it could be, but what I'm saying is that it's a little bit strange. And say what you want about Kanye West, say what you want about some of the things he's done, but I don't think it's ever okay to treat a human being like that and to speak to somebody like that. It's a threat to have his kids taken away from him, to, put him back into an institution. And it almost makes you wonder, like, what was going on the first time around? Like, what in the heck is going on with this thing? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Definitely some weird stuff going on. With that being said, like the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe here if you're new. And with that being said, this is Joseph Staten, stating the obvious. I will see all of you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right